So it's a new chapter, that is motion in a straight line. Third chapter from first year physics. So motion in a straight line. Before going to that, we'll discuss the important points. That means what is a position and what is a displacement. All we'll discuss in today's class. What do you mean by the position? Position is here it is an x1. To find out the position of the x1, what we need some reference, that means x-axis and y-axis, so that we can find the position of any object. In a space, in a free space, the object, there are many particles in the free space. If we want to find the position of that particle, we need an axis, that is x-axis and y-axis, so that we can locate where the exact position of the point is located. We can find. So that is a position. If the position of the point is changing, let us assume that the position x1 is changing its position from x1 to x2. Here the position is changing from here to here. What happens if the position is changing? It is moving to some distance. That means here x1 is moving from the position x1 to x2. That means here the position is changing. If the position is changing, it means that there is some displacement. The x1 has displaced from one point to another point. This we call it as displacement. The change of position we call it as displacement. That is, here it is a position, and if position is changing, we get displacement. So displacement. Here it is changing from here to here, because we are calling it as displacement. If the displacement is changing, as the time is changing, the displacement will also get changes. Here it takes some time. x1 is taking some time to move from point 1 to point 2. So it is taking some time. So displacement by time will give you the speed, with how much speed it is moving. Velocity. We can also call it as velocity. Velocity is nothing but displacement. Here the x is displacing, the displacement is represented with delta x. So delta x is with respect to delta t. The time is also changing. The velocity is nothing but the rate of change of displacement. Here the displacement is changing with respect to time. So we are getting the velocity. And if the velocity is changing, you will get the acceleration. So acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. The rate of change of velocity with respect to time will give you the acceleration. So these are the basic points you have to remember. First one is the position. Position of the particle, where it is located, and if the position is changing, you are getting the displacement. If the displacement is changing, you are getting the velocity with respect to time, and if the velocity is changing with respect to time, you are getting the acceleration. All these basic terms you have to remember.